Okay, a couple of hours later I did a fresh install. That is, I went to the option menu, go to settings, and I did a backup reset, and I did a factory data reset. If you do that and you just log in with your Google account, but do not let the system restore, it sets it up as a new device. You can actually have that option, set it up as a new device. And then you actually get quite a snappy system with responsive Facebook and also a browser that actually works. I'll put in the same Armchair Arcade website. Let me see. Click Armchair Arcade. So even the Wi-Fi issues have gone. So, and as you can see, contrary to the last video, the embedded YouTube videos also show. And well, I mean, this is a very complicated website with a complicated layout, but as you can see, it's pretty responsive. So yeah, I'm quite happy actually. So it's not too bad. If you want to install this, you really have to empty out your entire device. I had quite a few emulators on here, quite a few apps. It's a matter of reinstalling them. Also a game like Real Racing from Electronic Arts works, and it's responsive as can be on this system. Well, it's loading just to show you a bit how this works. So Real Racing, I love the way it looks. I don't like that it has micropayments and is quite a bit of a grind, but yeah. So well, what's also very nice is that with this OS, this is actually in-game. This is game engine. This is not FMV, but this is actually in-game. So it performs okay. It has some issues shutting down. Yes, yes. You've ended. Or perhaps you haven't. Okay, so so now you have 3D Mark. So this is a lot more responsive. So actually this is the first time I run this. So let's do a benchmark. Are there any benchmarks for my device? Yes, 3D Mark. Wow, my device. So it has you have no results. Trigger 3, Core ARM Cortex A9. So let me see if I can do a benchmark. Oh, you have to install them separately, I guess. Let's do the iStorm install, 120 megabytes, so you have to do a separate install on them. Oh, but it's actually installing quite rapidly. So yeah, all in all, I think this is not too bad if you just wipe it clean. So if you have a device that is totally crapped up, just wipe it clean, do a factory reset, and it does improve performance quite a bit. So yeah, thumbs up. I'd say if you have a system that is still running KitKat or even Jelly Bean, perhaps on an older system, don't update if you don't want a hassle of, you know, totally reinstalling your system. Yeah, factory reset. Don't restore the settings from a previous backup. Do a factory reset and you're all right. So yeah, you can actually bring this back to life. So this is actually not disappearing into my drawer. This is actually going to be used again. So yeah, I'm actually quite excited by this Ice Storm run. So this is actually a well-known benchmark. The Ice Storm demo, it's loading. I'm not sure why it's not. Ah, there it is. I'll just hold it up to the screen. Not too shabby. Okay, well, I'm just not gonna finish that. I think the Antutu benchmark, that is a faster one. And people are commenting. This is RetroGamerVX. He's responding to the fact that we both think that that there should be a new Star Trek Voyager movie. Okay, so it's doing its benchmark. I'm very curious how it will perform. Of course, there's all sorts of other apps running in the background, so that will hinder it a bit, but I mean, I've cleaned out the memory, but there's, you know, of course, the notifications that will still go on. But yeah, for some reason, Android, I mean, the over-the-air updates, they're nice and all, but for some reason, updating an Android system to a new version, or even Android, iOS, really isn't the best way to go. Sometimes it's better to do a clean install, and with Android it's possible to do something like that because you can do a factory restore. The ROM area, the OS area, is a bit in memory. That will just stay the same no matter what. You have to really reflash it. There's a flash bit of the memory that actually stores all the variables and stuff, and that bit can get very fragmented with older versions of Android. This device is actually quite known for fragmentation, as Patrick pointed out in one of the comments below in the previous video. With the KitKat, trimming was introduced, so you would avoid a device getting a fragmented SD drive, and you would keep the same performance, but for some reason it just didn't work. I think my device actually suffered on that with KitKat as well, so doing a fresh restore like this actually made quite a bit of difference. So yeah, let's see. what the benchmark will actually say in the end. Oh, it's doing some nice graphics. Okay, 76%, it's still doing stuff. So it's some sort of virtual it's a nice looking benchmark, but my camera really has issues focusing. It's kind of out of focus all the time. Oh well, so much for HD cameras from Microsoft. Oh well, there's both pretty high resolution. So 1280 by 800 is actually the resolution, the native resolution. Oh, native resolution of. Okay, so my Nexus 7 scores 19,209 points. Samsung Galaxy S5. Huawei Mate 7, Asus ZenForce 5, and the Google Nexus 5. So is that really, it really doesn't want to focus, but yeah, details. Not sure if you can see, but it really doesn't want to focus, does it? Well, anyways, it's not as bad as before. Just do a factory reset. That's the message that I want to give you guys.